Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we discuss love tips and advice for women. In this video, we're going to discuss 8 man-melting phrases to make him fall in love with you. For topic requests and shoutout requests, please like this video, subscribe to the Love Hub channel, and comment down below. Let's start the video. Tip number 1. Tell him, "I'm so lucky to have you." When we get comfortable in a relationship, we can take our partner for granted, especially as time goes by. It's not an intentional thing, we just get so used to having them around. And being in our loves, that we forget to remind ourselves that we picked this person, and even through the ups and downs that naturally accompany a relationship, we are still head over heels in love with them. Letting your guy know that you feel lucky to have him makes him feel noticed and appreciated. You're not just happy that he's around. You genuinely feel lucky that of all the people in the world, you two found each other. If you want bonus points with your man, tell him that you're so lucky to have him in front of other people. Praise him on social media as to how good of a boyfriend or a husband he is. It will make his heart grow even larger, fall in love even more with you, and at the same time, it will incentivize him to keep on doing good things to make you happy. Tip number 1. Tell him, "I'm so lucky to have you." Tip number 2. Tell him, "I'm so proud of you." Everyone wants to be told that they've done a good job, and your guy is no exception. Maybe he's been feeling stressed out by work, school, or other obligations and is trying his best but feels like he's barely getting by. Giving him the reassurance he needs that he's not only doing well but making you proud in the process will have him grinning from ear to ear. He will feel as if he's the luckiest guy alive because even in his hardest times, even when he is struggling, there is always one person who will love him unconditionally and will cheer him on and see that he is the great man that he is envisioning in his head. We all get to the point where we just feel like giving up if something is giving us a hard time. And so, letting your man know that you're supportive of his endeavors and think he's already achieved some success simply by trying is the extra push he might need to finish things. One tip that might help you is to criticize him less and praise him more for the things that you'd like him to continue doing. The more you praise a guy for something, the more likely he is to keep on doing that thing and striving hard to make you happy. Tip number 2. Tell him, "I'm so proud of you." Making him feel validated in his pursuits and letting him know you're proud is like a shot of positivity that he knows he can't get from all women. He can only get from you. Tip number 3. Why? You're such a gentleman. Manners are a big deal. A please and a thank you go a long way, as to opening doors or taking the street side of the sidewalk to prevent you from getting splashed. Being told he's a gentleman is one of the top things your guy wants to hear because it makes him feel like an adult and a genuine man. It will also help keep him motivated to do these things for you if you recognize the extra effort that he goes and does to make you feel protected and safe. Do not take your man for granted because having a gentleman for a boyfriend or a husband is quite rare nowadays. Instead of being some macho dude, this is a guy who can be suave and well-mannered. Acknowledging his efforts lets him know you are attentive to not only him, but to what he does for you. It makes him feel special, seen, and appreciated. Tip number 3. Tell your man you're such a gentleman. Tip number 4. I got you your favorite. It's a simple thing, but going to the effort of getting your guy a treat that he enjoys is a way of showing him that you were thinking about him and his happiness even when he wasn't around. It's a thoughtful gesture that takes the edge off a day at work and will always be appreciated. Picking up his favorite brand of beer or the chips he likes put him into automatic relax mode, and he'll definitely want to return the favor later. These types of gestures are the type of gestures that would make a man want to brag about you to his friends. So tip number 4, tell him, I got your favorite chips or your favorite beer. This would make sure that you also get credit for the good things that you do for him on a daily basis. Tip number 5, have you been working out? Just like women, guys can be insecure about their physical appearance. Guys feel less comfortable communicating their own insecurities about their appearance, which is why letting him know that you don't just find him hot, but very strong and macho is key. If you know your guy has been hitting the gym a little bit more lately, or watching what he eats as part of a belated New Year's resolution, let him know that you appreciate his efforts as an added encouragement. It will also make him feel loved, seen, and wanted. Tip number 5, ask your man if he has been working out lately, and ask him if he's been doing it for you. Tip number 6, can you help me with this? Men like to feel manly. It's a fact. Most men still like to feel masculine and macho at least some of the time. Guys feel impressive and more masculine when they help women out with their tasks. This can range from opening a tough jar because they're so strong, or helping you with something you just don't understand. Like women, men like to feel needed. Unlike women, who are considered to be the nurturers when they help, men rely on their physical and intellectual capabilities to feel needed. So if you're a strong, independent woman, it wouldn't hurt to ask for his help sometimes. I know that you can open that jar, or I know that you can reach that object in the top shelf, but it would make your man feel better about himself and his role in your life if you ask him to do it for you. Tip number 6, can you help me with this? Tip number 7, tell him, I'm sorry. Fights happen in relationships. Spats, arguments, disagreements are being encountered when you enter this kind of setup. The important thing to remember after a fight is to apologize for whatever you've said or done, and actually mean it. Fighting doesn't feel good for anyone involved, but it can sometimes be necessary to explode a little and then cool off and apologize for your actions later. Rather than have things reach a critical point, taking a moment to calm down and apologize before things escalate and risk turning mean is a healthy way to communicate anger and frustration in your relationship. Most of the time, men will be the one to apologize, but when we know that we hurt their feelings or hurt their ego, it's important for us to acknowledge that we hurt them and to take responsibility by saying, I'm sorry. And tip number 8, you look so handsome. An obvious one that still never fails to make a man smile. Guys love to be told when you find them handsome. When guys get dressed up, they have a suit. It can be pretty boring, but the effort he puts in to get all dolled up, or even when he's just rolled out of bed in the morning looking particularly fine, gives him a boost of confidence that anyone can get behind. A good ego stroking is necessary for a relationship. After all, you are each other's biggest cheerleaders. Let your guy know how hot you find him, and believe when he say, he'll be very appreciative of the compliment. Tip number 8, tell your boyfriend or your husband that he looks so handsome. Thank you for watching the Love Hub channel. For topic requests and shoutout requests, please like this video, subscribe to the Love Hub channel, and comment down below your topic requests and shoutout requests, and we'll get on them right away. Thank you for watching the Love Hub, and hope to see you in our future videos.